Hello and welcome back to another episode of Sonic Generations on Nyxus Gaming. We're here as Classic Sonic, and today we're gonna speed on through the second area, collecting all the red rings and the chows we missed. Hopefully we'll keep up what we did from the first episode, the previous episode, and we'll get everything in this area. But if not, it's not a major deal. Let's go ahead and hop on in though to Speed Highway, Act 1. Still think it's weird that all the classic Sonic things are considered Act 1, and all the modern ones are considered Act 2. Like, I feel like they should be separated by areas, but, oh, is what it is. Oop. I think we were supposed to hit that red ring there and fly across. We might still be able to just, yeah, do that. Okay. No loss there yet. The first thing we're going for here is going to be a chow, and we should be able to just continue along this path until we get to it. It's not really out of the way. Now, at the beginning, it did say to take the bottom route there, which I guess we took, but it's one of those things I didn't really see an alternate route to take, so a little weird. But there is our first chow right here. Has like a little lampshade or something on him. That's cool, I guess. And now we are gonna go up this way. Careful not to run into those spikes. I think I did that every time I played this level before. I think we need to hit the button up here. Yeah, to set this here, and then we go back this way, and we fly over into this building. I think that's how we were supposed to do that. Now, did I just mess up there? Or are we still good? Yeah, I think we're still good. Sorry, it's very confusing, like, where all we're supposed to go, you know? I think we're still on track. I'm gonna jump over that. Oh. The first ring is, I think it's down here. Yep, you break through that window there. You want to be careful and be fast. But then we just go this way, and it should be right there in front of us. Easy. Now I want to stop here so I can look and see where the next ones are. Alright, the next stuff should be shortly ahead here. We're going to pass the spot where red ring number 3 would be, but we've already gotten red rings 3, so we aren't... Wait. I thought we were looking for red ring 4. No, apparently that's the red ring we were missing. I thought we were missing number 4, but hey, that's the last red ring we need. Easy as that. Now, let's just keep going. Oh, okay, I'm glad there was land down here to make up for that mistake. Our next chow is actually going to be right where this helicopter lands, right behind us. And it is chow number 3. We did miss 2. We're going to have to replay the level for that. So for now, that means we're just going to push through to the end here. Probably should have jumped up there to make it a little easier, but oh well. We should be close to the end, honestly. Don't want to fall down there. That would be death. Up to here. There's a checkpoint. Let's speed over here. We'll stop here and then jump backwards. I do enjoy replaying these levels. I think it's pretty obvious. That should have definitely gone over me. I think it's pretty obvious that this section of levels is my favorite. And there's the end. Alright, so we just gotta replay this for chow number 2. Oh, and we boosted it up to an S rank too. Looky there. Alright, so for chow number 2, we're back in this little hotel section here, where we had to drop down onto that one platform. Except now, we want to drop all the way to this side, avoid those spikes, and this will send us all the way down to the bottom here, which will not usually send us into spikes like that. I am just bad. Hopefully I didn't mess up by dropping down here. No, we're good. Yeah, this will get us on the right path. to the second Chow. And I think the one of the red rings that I already got is down here somewhere as well. If you don't have it, I'm not sure if it's the second or the third one, but it's down here somewhere. If we keep going a little bit, though, you may notice some feet hanging out of this bell. I don't know if it only takes one. Oh, yeah. It's going to take multiple bangs on the bell to get him to drop out. I don't know. Ah, there he goes. Yep. That is our missing Chow. And now all we got to do is just head to the end of the level. Easy as that. I do think we are a little bit behind. Like, it's going to take a little bit to get to the end of the level is what I'm trying to say. And I don't really want to make you guys watch that since you've already seen me complete it. So I will actually meet you outside the level, ready to jump in as Modern Sonic. That took way too long to say. Alright, go ahead and unpause on this loading screen so you guys can at least see what we unlocked from that. Let's see, blah blah blah. Artwork 46, 47, and the Power Sneakers. Just like the last episode where I got the collectibles, I doubt I'm really going to need or use any of these skills we're unlocking, so at the end of it, we will go view what the skills actually do. And if I do decide I want them, then I'll equip them for next episode. But for now, let's redo it as Modern Sonic. Alright, so, jumping right into it, it looks like we got the first Chow, so that's not too bad. But the first red ring that we're missing is like right here at the beginning, and it might be a little tricky to get. I'm gonna hope that I can get it first try here. Hopefully it will cause no problems. Basically, you start and you just jump straight off, and you want to get on that rail there that I guess I jumped too early for. So jump later. How am I still falling short? You see the red ring there. Maybe because I'm trying to jump before I go down. There we go. Alright, jumping a little later worked that time. Now we're just going to run through this. I really like how they did Speed Highway here. Because, you know, it's obviously called Speed Highway and all. But it's just like you start off just going for it, man. All the speed is here.
Use light speed dash to move
oh right,
swiftly
and light speed
along a
dash
row
is a
of
thing that
lights.
it introduces here. Alright. The first Chow would be in this area, but I'm pretty sure we already got him. He would be right up here past those spikes. So we're going to skip that and barely miss that. Love that. Maybe if I actually home into it, yeah, I get a little bit more of a bounce from that. Our next Chow is going to be off this helicopter, and it's going to be another kind of tricky one to get. We want to land on one of those platforms that I completely missed. Completely missed it. I don't like having to aim myself while skydiving like that. It's kind of tricky to do. Also, I definitely pressed Y there, and I don't know why it didn't do the light speed dash. It is what it is. Luckily, there's a checkpoint right behind us, so we have plenty of easy attempts to get this. There we go. That's not even the right platform. That's the right platform for the Chow right there. From here, we are just going to continue across this gap, hit that, go through here, and, oh yeah, when we get to the bottom here, it's going to be like a little mirror hallway, and ring number 3 is going to be behind one of the pillars to the right here. Right there. Easy. This one, it might be worth taking a little slow because there are certain paths that we're gonna have to follow here. Like, I think we need to go through the right path there, up to this bridge, which we can probably speed up a little bit here. But we need to take it slow here because we're going to need to take this top path. And then this should lead us to the Chow as long as we don't do that. That's right, our next thing is a Chow. I don't know if we mentioned that. Why? I don't understand. I'm pressing Y, but I'm not getting it. There we go. Jesus. Oh, don't want to stand there too long because those fall. And then for this part, as long as you don't miss that... Oh, there's a bounce thing. You see the Chow on the other side of the rocket. Don't hit a checkpoint. Don't hit a checkpoint, Sonic.
Whoa!
I thought if I dashed over the rocket there, I would be fine. What I ended up doing instead was just homing into the rocket. There we go. That's easier. Over to here. We actually made that jump, so I guess just jump over it. Don't even try and dash or anything. Just jump straight over to the rocket to get Chow number 3. And now we're going to proceed to Red Ring 5. I'm going to be honest, I can't even remember what rings I actually need at this point. And I don't know if there's a way we can check mid-game. But for Red Ring 5, we should see it just ahead here on that platform. This one's kind of cheeky because I think you can over-jump it. But the game doesn't tell you about this move by this point. And that move would be a very easy way to get this. Okay, so we don't have 4. The guide that I'm using, Stickman Guides, by the way, I don't think I've mentioned that this episode. I'm using a Stickman Guides video to get all these. It skipped 4, which means we are probably going to have to replay the level for that. I'm not going that way. I'm going the completely wrong way. But there's the end of the level. We'll go ahead and replay it and look for Red Ring 4. B isn't great, but it's something, I guess. Alright, so funny thing, I actually didn't need to replay this level again. This is right here at the end, and if you look down to the left, you can see the 4th red ring there. And all you gotta do is just jump on the side there, jump off the side, and make sure you land down here. I'm gonna clear out the enemies just so they don't cause trouble. That'll also get me my boosts back. There should be speed boosters here pretty quickly. I don't want to run into. At least I thought there were. Oh, the camera expands a little bit. There they are. So yeah, just gotta jump into that and grab that ring, and it spits you right back up here. So no need to replay the level. I was unobservant and didn't catch that part. Another B. I'm still satisfied. I would hope people would know by now that I don't try and go for S's in these levels. I happen to get them sometimes, which makes me feel good, and that's about it. Artwork 48, 49, 50, 51, and the auto gauge. That one sounds interesting. I have no idea what it does, though. But that is Speed Highway completed. We can move on to the next level, which I think is a classic. A lot of people's favorite Sonic level of all time. This is City Escape. We need red rings 1, 3, and 4. And it looks like we have not rescued a single Chow from here. Let's hop on in, shall we? So right away at the beginning of the level, we're presented with a choice for an upper or a lower route. And we're going to start by taking the lower route. But then we're going to end up actually backtracking to the upper route because we don't need to go too far into the lower here before there's like a point of no return. Because if you look right there at that wanted poster, that was our first Chow of the level. I actually really love the placement of that Chow. He didn't stay there for too long. But if you can just get a shot of that Chow in front of the wanted poster, it looks really good. Alright, Now we're going to go this way on the upper route. As long as we don't fall down there, which we did anyway. Love that. Guess we're backtracking through the lower route again. Alright, so yeah, that jump we gotta make. So we don't go down there again. But here we are at the upper route now. Our first red ring. I'm gonna assume that when we did this level, we took the lower route on this because the first red ring is like right in the way over here. Why am I so bad, dude? All the way back at the beginning, I didn't hit a checkpoint. Oh my god, why am I so bad? That means we gotta come back over here and grab this chow again. Oh. We're gonna ignore that we fell there. We're gonna ignore anything that just happened. This is actually our first try on the level. See, like, we just hit those spikes the first and only time. We definitely didn't do that a second time. No, we learned from the first time, and we would never do that again, right? Just like we would never miss that jump. We got that first try, and now we're on the upper route. And we're definitely not going to jump right into a death gap here. That would be crazy, right? We're too good for that. Like, look at this. Oh my god, I thought I almost missed it again. I mean, hey, we got it. And there's our first red ring. Like I said, it's like right in the way. I'm just going to walk over and grab that checkpoint real quick. Alright, let's continue. I know where the next ones are. It's funny, we're missing red rings 3 and 4, and they're both in the skateboard section, which I'm assuming I was just really bad at. But also, our next Chow friend is in danger down here. If we run to the bottom, we're going to want to grab him fast because, oh no, there's like a little overhang there. He might be safe from the truck that would have just run him over. Maybe, I don't know. I hope he would have been safe. But yeah, we missed that Chow the first time. Our next stuff, like I said, they're both in the skateboard section. Why am I lagging so much right now? Like, what is going on? The truck isn't that intensive. Oh. It spits out robots, though. I really don't want to lag in the skateboard section, because chances are we're already going to have to redo it, you know? I don't see myself getting these right away. This next red ring would have been right there. Did we... We can still go up, right? Yeah, this goes up. Because the skateboard is right up here, I believe. Yep, there's a skateboard. Let's be ready. Wait. There's no way. Does that actually miss the skateboard section if I let that truck do that? Or can I do it without the skateboard now? The next ring is right there. This is weird. Because usually you're on the skateboard here. And the truck would be chasing you. But that was... I think we might have missed the 4th red ring. Oh, there's a skateboard. I don't think... The 4th red ring is, like, right above us. Oh. We can make it back up here. Okay. Let's just, let's try this again. I didn't think I could make the jump back up here. I tried it multiple times. Oh, there is a skateboard right there. Oh, but it was on that upper route there, I think. Yeah, it was right over us there. Alright. Yeah, so we need to get that upper route, and I don't think we can do that without the skateboard, but we don't have it right now, unless maybe since we respawned, if we head back this way... No, we can't go up there now. I think we kind of screwed ourselves out of this fourth red ring. Let's make sure we grab the third. Yeah. Yeah, we can't get up there. And there's no, like, turning around on the skateboard either, which is even more annoying. Okay, well, let's just proceed to the end here, I guess. And I'll replay it for that and show you guys how to actually get it. It's all because I was just watching that truck, like, tumble down into me. If I wouldn't have actually watched it, damn it. Is this... I can't do anything. I'm stuck on the front of the truck. What was I supposed to do there? Okay. Man, this truck sure is annoying, isn't it? Oh, God, come on. Why am I like this? I wanted to try and be fast before the truck destroyed those as well. Alright, the end should be, like, just down this hill. Yep. So this is one that we should have been able to get in one run, I'm pretty sure. Unless... Did we miss a chow? We might be missing a chow. Okay, so I'm starting from this checkpoint here because I can't remember exactly where the skateboard shows up at, but I think we're pretty close to it. Really was just a dumb move, all in all, on missing the skateboard. I was just awestruck by the falling truck, you know? And I was so concentrated on the skateboard, too, that I completely forgot to go for the chow. Alright, let's make sure we grab this. Hopefully if we... Fuck. Well, we're gonna find out. I was gonna say, hopefully if we have to restart from that checkpoint, we'll restart with the skateboard. Otherwise, we're replaying the level again. Isn't this a good time? Trying to let this guy kill me, but I kept collecting the rings, so I gotta wait for the rings to despawn. You're taking so long to despawn. Why? Okay, there it goes. Do I respawn with the skateboard? I fucking don't. Can I walk back and... Well, no, because I can't go up top, so... I gotta replay the level once again. That's brutal, dude. You know, at the very least, at least it's a pretty short level. Like, I'm getting up to this point pretty fast. And all I gotta worry about is getting the skateboard and not missing those red rings, which... hopefully I get it this time. Skateboard should be at the top of this section here. Don't go too slow, because then the truck falls. I jumped super early there, but it's fine. That should be it right there. Oh, I'm glad I was quick and I hit that A there, or else I would have missed that too. Okay, cool. I'm glad that wasn't a gap. Alright, now the final chow too that I'm stuck here again. I'm stuck. Oh, at least I didn't take a second hit there. I don't like that part either. That I'm somehow getting stuck over the truck on. The third chow was actually right here, and I was so focused on having to replay the level that I just missed the little guy here. But there he is. That should be everything in this level now. And I'll just honestly just run to the end because it is like right here. And you should not take any time, apparently, to spin dash there. But you see, this is one of those levels where, despite me having some trouble with it, I still really love the level. Like, it's just so nostalgia-filled for me. Love it. Also, fun fact, if you were watching the episode where I beat the time eater, and you watched through the credits went mute at one point. That's because that Follow Me song started playing and YouTube claimed it. So I just muted the whole section. That song has never been claimed before in Sonic Adventure 2 when I played it, or when it inevitably came up in the credits of Sonic Adventure 2. It didn't come up the first time I played through this level. It came up in the credits. I'm hoping it didn't come up today. We got artwork 52, 53, 54, and Board Master. Alright, let's do it again. As Modern Sonic. Ooh, we need all 5 red rings, and we're going to need all 3 chows here. This is going to be a fun one. Alright, so we are actually going to skip the first ring, apparently, and go straight for the second one. And the second one seems like it might be a little tricky to get. This might take a few tries. That's fine. I enjoy this level. I'm not so good at the boarding part here. But we'll see how it goes. I'm actually hitting all the jumps. That's nice. And I'm getting the drift right. Alright, so what we want to do here, when we get to the bottom, is we want to skip the middle ramp and just go down the side of it. And the middle ramp is right there. At this point, we slow down as much as we can so that we can hit that ramp and then hit that second ramp. And that second ramp will send us into the red ring. I think what happened is we were going too slow for that first ramp to actually put us where we needed to be. So let's try this. I'm not even going to hit the ramps because I feel like they were actually slowing us down as we were going down here. I feel like we're going down it way faster now. Until we just hit that. That's nice. Alright, skip the middle ramp. Take it slow. What is this camera angle? I got screwed over by the camera angle there. That isn't a 2D section. What the hell was that? Okay. I don't know why it went like 2D there. That was so weird. Alright, we should... If this takes a ton of tries, you've probably seen a try counter pop up on screen by now of how many times this is going to take me. But if I get it here pretty quickly, then maybe no try counter, right? Okay, so I don't think the turn needs to be as sharp as I took it there. I also got to make sure when I start boosting there, I am perfectly lined up for that. Otherwise, I will completely miss it like that. Oh my god. I told you this one... Like, I said I'm not a huge fan of this boarding section because I'm not very good at it. And I figured there would be some kind of red ring associated with it. It doesn't help that the red ring associated with it is like all the way at the end, you know? Okay, so wide turn, not too wide. Line up. Did we get it? We went over it? What? So did we not press the A button on that jump? Or else we go over it? Or... I'm pretty sure we went over it there. That is actually crazy. For a game that encourages you to press A on all of these ramps, I feel like it shouldn't punish you for timing it right and going over the ramp, you know? That is crazy. I mean, it's one... Oh god, I'm going so fast. What if I just... Oh my god, I was a little off there. You gotta aim it too, you gotta hit the middle of the ramp. This is fucking terrible, dude. This is what, try number 5 or 6? God, now I'm gonna have to edit in a try counter on this. I was mostly joking when I said that, but, oh, I hate this, dude. The worst part is I'm gonna somehow mess it up and I'm gonna get this and I'm somehow gonna die afterwards before I hit a checkpoint. And then I'll have to do it again. So you'll see the try counter disappear. And then as soon as I find out I have to do it fucking again, it'll just reappear. I don't need to be antsy on that last boost before. I know I do need to boost, otherwise I won't go far enough. But I think when I did make it, I boosted like right before the ramp. So I have plenty of time to line myself up with the ramp before I boost. All right, take it slow here. I pressed A on it. Wait, but that time I would have gotten it? How the hell did I go over it that one time? So you do press A on that ramp? That time I would have gotten it if I didn't adjust so much in midair. Like, it's okay to adjust in midair if I know I'm in the wrong spot, but adjusting backwards doesn't work as well. Okay. I didn't press A on it. God damn it. Again, I was joking about the try counter. I just had to open up my big fat mouth though, right? Keep hitting that rail on the side around that turn. Alright, come on. Take it slow here. Okay. Turn. Line up. Miss. This is going to be the rest of the episode. We aren't going to do the entire act here just because I'm going to be stuck on this. No, at one point I'm going to have to start cutting it down, editing it down when this takes too long, you know. And I may have already started doing that by now. It depends on how patient future me is while editing this. Okay. Take it slow here. See, I felt like I was completely lined up there, but I guess I slanted a little bit. Are you fucking kidding me? That was like perfectly lined up until the last second. This is like the worst red ring I've had to get so far. Easily. Okay. It's going to be hard for future me to edit this a little bit because I tend to edit around my talk points. Like when I'm silent here and there. But like, I need to keep talking over this section because of the music. I mentioned how it was, it got acclaim. And I don't want it to get another claim. That's like perfect. I fell short that time? That was like dead on, as straight as I fucking could be. And I fell short. What is this bullcrap, dude? What is going on? I mean, I guess I'm getting better at this every time, maybe. Am I getting better? Or I don't even think I am, because I'm hitting all the same stuff. Honestly. Okay, slow down here. I can slow down a little later than I was before. Hit that. Dead center. We got it. Okay. Jesus Christ, dude. That was fucking terrible. Okay, the checkpoint should be right here. And our first Chow is right there in that box. We're done with the hardest part, I hope. Alright, let's keep it going. Let's keep it going strong, hopefully. I hope. I have no idea if it'll keep going strong, but that's what we're going to plan for. We need to go this way. I don't think we needed to take the upper route. Yeah, no. Because this is where we need to stay on the upper route, I think. No, there's a point where we have to drop down. It's down there. There's like a little wire down there, but I'm not sure. Okay. So we can drop down here, I think. The red ring is like down here. We just gotta... There we go. Gotta be very careful there when getting it. Now let's continue forward. In this next section, though, we're gonna have to stay up on the upper route again. Which is always fun, not being able to fall down even a little bit, you know? Does it start there? No, it starts a little bit further ahead. Oh. Whew. I kind of floundered through that, and I was a little worried that I wouldn't get the spin pole right at the beginning. And that I wouldn't get the light dash immediately afterwards, but the light dash didn't matter. So I got lucky. There's number 4. Alright, so that was probably the second most stressful red ring to get here in this level. I don't know why I expected that to be a light speed dash. Those rings were too far spaced apart. Okay, so, wait a second, did I think I might have messed up here, actually. Yeah, we gotta go down. Because the second Chow is right over here somewhere, hopefully. I'm hoping we can go back to him. Is this gonna be... Okay, well... At least we hit that checkpoint, and we can just grab this. The easier way to get it is to just drop down here. Go around here, and there he is. He's in another wanted poster there. That's definitely the easier way to get him than backtracking. And you can see we almost made it back. It was this one jump that just stopped us. Okay. So let's proceed. That's not the right way. Let's proceed the right way. Might help out. We will be able to get the final Chow and the final red ring on this run. We just couldn't have gotten the first red ring, I guess. We'll go back for it. You know, it's probably going to be in the stupid boarding section and going to be a little difficult to get. And I won't be super happy about that, but I'm still going to go for it. Okay. Was it here? No, it's a little further ahead. It's like past this section. That's dumb. I was totally boosting into you. The next Chow is right there. It was like under a sign here, but I accidentally blew away the sign. Right. Our final red ring is going to be in this section here. And we're going to want to hang out towards the right for it. Why did I take damage there? I shouldn't have. Not while I'm boosting. I'm trying to... Oh, I'm taking damage because of the buzzsaws, that's why. I should have collected those rings. It's here. We gotta stay up here and not fall off. Damn it. I don't know why, like, usually it kind of railroads you in place, but when I was jumping up there, it wasn't railroading me in place. Maybe because I was jumping up there. Are you fucking kidding me? It's because I hit the start over button. Why am I such a fucking idiot? Okay, let's try this again without starting over. I was actually very lucky. I got that second red ring on my first try. I'm also going to be smart, and I'm just going to stay in the middle and avoid the buzz blades instead of taking the damage I was taking. think it's after this section. No, after this section, because the truck flies first. Yeah, here. Just stay straight. There we go. That was what I was trying to get. We got it this time. That's kind of fucked up that you got me there, like, right before going off an edge. That was kind of unfair. But the end of the level should be coming up right about here. Alright, so yeah, of course we're going to have to replay for that first red ring, wherever it is. I hope it is not in the boarding section, but it probably is, considering the second one was. Alright, so it is in this boarding section here. The only different thing we're going to do is we actually have to take that middle ramp that we were avoiding. So hopefully I'm not in second ring mode now and trying to avoid it, you know, just out of habit, if that makes sense. It should be around this corner. And you land on this wire, and it should take you literally straight in to the first red ring. Easy as that. Where am I going? Oh, I thought I was going around there, but they both lead straight to here. But yeah, that's the last red ring. I will see you guys at the end of the level, since you've already seen it enough, I think. You know, honestly, all the frustration with the red rings aside, this is still just a really fun level as modern Sonic, just to speed run through, see how fast you can beat it, you know? But that is it for that level. Sadly, we are never coming back to it in this game, at least. In this playthrough, maybe. Let's see, we got artwork 55, 56, 57, 58, 59, I know how to count, and we got quick slide. That is City Escape all done. I'm trying to think, do we want to... See, I enjoy Seaside Hill, I do. Do we have time to get through it as both modern and classic? Considering, let's see, we got one Chow, no red rings as classic. The Chow is as classic, so we need Chows 1 and 2 and all the red rings. Here, I think we have time to at least do it with classic. That'll mean... I mean, hopefully next episode, these levels are a lot longer. I don't think we'll be able to knock out all 3 of them as both Sonics, along with the ending of this one. But we'll do our best. I do have something else we can do when we're all done with Collectibles to try and extend an episode. But yeah, we'll go ahead and try this one to end off the episode. Okay, Seaside Hill, Classic Sonic. The first red ring and the first Chow are pretty much in the exact same spot. Should be pretty easy to get to. It's not too far into the level. We do have to make sure that we are taking the top route up here.
Travel a different route. There are other secret routes, so
and we don't really want to fall like that, so hopefully I didn't just screw us over and we can get back up. I might have just screwed us over, though. Apparently, it's very easy to fall there. Okay, we can make it up there, kind of. I don't have a lot of air to do this either. Oh boy. Do they go to, like, the same spot, actually? Is this technically a I just jumped right back into the spikes. What is wrong with me, dude? I'm, like, burning out on this for some reason. Okay, let's just take this C. Because I think, actually, it does go to the same spot. God damn it. I was used to jumping further, but you jump further underwater. Yeah, no. Let's start over, because I think that technically put us on a different route. Okay, let's try this again. This level does have a lot of different alternate routes that might screw us over, so we want to be careful with that. stay up here. That was good. I didn't bounce on the fish before. That was what messed me up. There's a cannon up here that we... It's literally right up there. Come on. There's no fucking way, dude. There's no way I messed it up right there. I hate this, dude. I hate this. Should I have done this last level, considering we're already at the 45-minute mark where I would normally end it, and we're still at the beginning of the level trying to figure it out. Those fish don't line up right. I need to wait for the fish. I am sort of just losing it now. And I was thinking about finishing up all the collectibles in this game tonight. You want me to wait for the fish, right? But the platforms are falling. I panicked because I saw the platform shake there. So I just jumped ahead.
Head up here to travel a different route. There are other secret
There we go.
routes, so keep an eye out.
Let's not mess this up. Should be able to just jump across. There we go. We are looking for that cannon right there. That is our first red ring. And we want to be fast here before that closes us in. Is it going to come back down? Okay, they do come back down. We aren't just trapped in here. That would be pretty messed up, right? And I'm sure you already saw the other Chow, or the first Chow right there. So that's the first Chow and the first red ring. Okay, continuing on, it looks like for most of these choices, you're gonna want to take the upper route on all of them, except at least for these next two collectibles. That was risky. I shouldn't have done that. For these next two collectibles, you're gonna want to take the upper route as much as you can. There's not really a choice right now, but trust me, we'll get there. I think I'm about to start drowning. Never mind, we are out. Okay. Right here is where we want to take an upper, so time it with the fish, probably better than I did right there. There we go. And we want in this cannon here. It should land us directly onto the second ring, just like that. And again, continue taking the upper route, unless you fall down like that. Hopefully that doesn't matter too much as I keep falling further down. Okay, this bounces me back up, but is this high enough? I think this leads to the same spot overall on this route. Thankfully, because there should be a checkpoint here. Yes, okay. So we're good there, but on this one, we need to stay on the upper route. Because there's... I didn't realize those were red platforms that would fall. Which is a little lame, not gonna lie. There's not gonna be anywhere for me to die instantly here. So I just need to do that. And try this again. And be quick. I did it again. God damn it. I thought maybe that would work. Don't kill the enemies that I need to kill me. Let's get hit once over here so there's not as many coins flying around, or rings. Doesn't matter because they just flew over to this enemy anyway. I apologize there if you heard some kind of noise in the background. I think I've mentioned it before. My TV likes to randomly turn on and play an episode of what I was watching earlier, and it just did that. Luckily, I caught it right away. Okay, so we want that to go as far that way as possible. Oh, they're all breaking platforms. That's fine. Take that cannon. Be careful with Mr. Electroshock there. And after this cannon, we should be able to land to the left here and grab our next Chow. Easy as that. I say easy. I struggled with it a little bit. Red Ring 3 is actually shortly after this point. You can see it there in the top right corner. All you got to do is just bound up it like that. I think we're going into this cannon right above us to start off. Red ring 4 is going to be a little bit tricky to get, but I will do my best. We come this way, and we actually want to slip under that platform and take this route into this cannon here. This will net us this checkpoint. And red ring 4 is going to be in this section, which you remember I usually die at because of that spiky ball right there. I go right into it and I just die. It's okay. We still got it. I didn't realize that I was on another pole and I was stuck there. I was trying to go under that spike ball to get that red ring, but I got stuck. It's all good. We still got it. The final red ring is going to be in this chase section coming up. We'll go ahead and grab that checkpoint. And I say chase, that's because we're being chased by this rolling thing. Basically, anytime there's some red rings that like shoot you out, we got to go through those, especially if they're the higher set, you know? Oh my god. Oh my god. Why am I so bad? Alright, so there's that set, we go through that set, then we jump up into that set, and we get the 5th red ring there. I know that happened in very quick succession, but there's 3 sets of red rings you gotta dash through there to get the red ring. Why are there so many red rings in this game? Why is... like, that's confusing, right? Oh well, that's everything in this level as Classic Sonic. I want to do it real quick as Modern Sonic. Not really. I am almost 52 minutes into this recording, and as you can clearly tell, I'm burning out a little bit. Artwork 60, 61, 62, and Wave Ocean and artwork 63. Invincible Start. I'm assuming that gives us like 5 seconds of invincibility at the beginning of the level, maybe? I don't know. Let's go check it out, and then we'll end the episode. Ooh, that was like almost a perfect stop there. So we should have a couple of extra skills for Modern Sonic here. Scroll down, see what's new. We got Quick Slide, enables Quick Step when on a skateboard. That seems very level sensitive. I can only think of one major level as Modern Sonic where you have a skateboard. And we just did it. Boost gauge fills automatically over time. That's actually interesting. I probably won't use it, but that seems like viable, you know? As for Classic Sonic, we should have 3 that we picked up. We have Invincible Start. Start the stage with temporary invincibility. Power Sneakers. Run faster, plain and simple. I think that's literally just the power-up that you pick up. Except it's permanent, maybe. Which is cool. Boardmaster. Hop on a skateboard whenever you want. Sounds cool, but I don't want to be on a skateboard more than I have to be. You can't turn around when you're on a skateboard. It's jank, you know? But those are the 3 we got there. And with that, I do apologize that we did not make it through the entirety of Area 2. But we almost did. So next time we will pick up with Seaside Hill as Modern Sonic and head into the 3rd area. Now I remember Crisis City specifically being Crisis City and Planet Wisp. Both of these are pretty long levels. Rooftop Run, I don't think it's crazy long, but the other 2 are pretty long, so I don't think we'll be able to get through all of Area 3 next time. I wasn't even planning on getting through it all in one episode, even if we finished with Area 2 today. I don't think it's going to happen, but we'll see how it goes. For now, thank you all for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.